Deja vu. I got a dryer after not having one for a year. It's the same dryer as last year. I used my $125 in gift cards that I got. Some of you remember that from last year. Some of you who knew me last year remember that from last year. I'm really getting old not having a dryer. Oh, and a pipe burst under our house, and in the end, my mother's getting us thousands of dollars worth of new bathroom totally for free. Thanks to me. Thanks to me and my diligence, my having plumbers here and contractors and field adjusters and contacting your insurance company, etc. Pretty scary because you don't even know what's going on until, you know, it affects your floor. The floor started all buckling as I was telling you guys. I didn't know what it was from though. Yeah, turned out it was a pipe burst under the house. And the insurance covers a stay in a hotel. So while the contractor's here, but I had to do all this. My mom wouldn't have been able to do it. You know. I did it all, baby. So anyway, got a new dryer. It's the same dryer as last year. And these guys, I don't know if they're the same delivery people, but some of you remember that fiasco last year that earned me the $125 in gift cards. I am still going to file another complaint. They're nice guys, but they can't be, none of these, they were nice, they probably were the same ones from last year. They can't be just showing up when they feel like it and when they don't even reach you, just coming here and ringing your doorbell. They can't do that. That's why there's a window. My window is 1 to 5, and it was deja vu. This time I didn't answer the door. Last year I answered the door, though. I don't know if they're the same guys. I can't remember from last year, but I was so angry last year. You guys know, some of you, I returned the fucking thing. And it wasn't Lowe's fault. It's the delivery company that they use. That they have to reprimand these drivers, as nice as they are, and say you can't be showing up at customers. You're supposed to give a half hour's notice, okay? But last year, had they just given me the half hour, even though they were hours early, because they get cancellations, I would have said, okay, you can come. Just give me a chance to get dressed or whatnot. But when they just showed, they called, and then I didn't get a call. I didn't answer. And I was expecting them for hours, I think. I think that was the same thing. I was expecting them. Today it was hours. I forget last year I'd have to go over my complaint letter. Remember, I complained to Lowe's. I complained to whatever. They just can't be doing that. Okay? It's not polite. It's discourteous. And last year I just wanted different drivers just to teach them a lesson not to do that, just in case their boss didn't reprimand them. It probably didn't. And then it was the whole rigmarole that I kept getting the same drivers, and in the end I was so mad after being promised by the head honcho of their delivery company to get different drivers, and this was the third time I was trying to get my driver delivered. I called the manager. He just thought I was being difficult. I don't care. I didn't like his attitude either. And I said, come get the dryer. I don't want it. And it hadn't been touched, hadn't been used. And he came and got it. He sent one of his people just to come get it and refund my money, and that was it. And this year I intentionally dealt with a different Lowe's that was still in the area so I could get free delivery. What a joke. And again, I'm not trying to get the drivers fired. I just want them to realize they can't do that. But the fact that it's still happening, it's what they do. They don't reach you, and they just show up. They show up with their giant truck, and they take the chance. But it's not right, because last year I was pissed that they were early, and they said, well, can I just come in and do it? You know, I'm here anyway, you know. Like, no, go away. you're not supposed to be here for, last year it might have been the same thing, it was like hours early, I don't know, but this year it was hours early. And I'm like, how does this even happen? Even when I was talking to the Lowe's manager, different manager that I had to deal with this year. Last year was a guy, she was female. Anyway, I said, how does this, she said to me, she's like, how did that even happen? How do they get done so early? I'm like, they don't get done with their deliveries early, they just, they have a cancellation in that time period and they're in the area. You know, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Obviously nothing's changed. And I wasn't going to go through the thing I wasn't going to go through the thing they ended last year with, oh, I want different drivers. That ended in disaster. It ended in so much aggravation for me. Yeah, I got $125 gift cards, but it's deja vu. I was in my back room and I heard the doorbell ring, and I'm like, who's here? No, I'm not expecting anybody. I'm like, that better not be the delivery people. You know me, flames coming out of my head. And of course, I go to my phone. My phone was on silent. And my phone was on silent. And my phone was on silent. And I ran to it. I was on silent, not intention, but it was on silent. They were just looking for hours. And I ran to it, and I'm like, oh my God, that is the delivery people. I knew anyway, I'm smart. They rang and said, you know, and I'm sure there were people who are happy, like the manager said, there were people who are happy they come early. I'm like, last year I wouldn't have cared if they came early, but they don't even give me a half hour's notice so I can get dressed. Okay, I was hanging out on the TV, I wasn't on the couch, I wasn't dressed. This year I was smart, I didn't even answer the door. This year I was smart, I didn't answer my door. Last year I was stupid, I didn't answer the door. And it was them. I had to answer the door, or my door was open. Maybe it was warmer out and it was open, but whatever. They knew I was here, and I'm like, you're not coming this early. No, come. And then I was pissed as all hell. Like, why do they do that? They at least give me the half hour. Today they did the same thing. They're 2 hours and 15 minutes early, and they call, because I can look at my call thing. It said 36, and they were here at 45. So they're not even giving you the half hour. Only thing I can think of is they're in the area and they're supposed to deliver something, and that whoever's supposed to get it just isn't there, isn't home, even though they're supposed to be or something. I don't know. I understand they have cancellations and this, that, or whatever, and they have to keep it moving, but we are not on their schedule. We're ordering expensive appliances from Lowe's, and we have a right to have it come during our window. We're going to get the half-hour notice, you know. If you get my permission or any customer's permission to come early, that's fine. Don't just fucking show up. But obviously nothing's changed. I'm going to talk to that head honcho anyway. I don't want to complain and say, why did this happen again? Because I told the manager this different. I said, make sure you say to him when you call him that it's the same person as last year. And then she handed it off to someone else, and they just emailed the guy, and he doesn't know it's the same person. Say, maybe he remembers, but I doubt it. Maybe he remembers because that was so difficult. Anyway, you believe for free, but it's not our fault. You know, my mom's never filed any claim before. She's had this insurance for 11 years or something. You know. But who knew? Hello.
Hi, we're calling from XPO, a loan partner, and we'd like to follow up to make sure this is okay.
I guess the automated keeps calling. Oh, hung up. They did hook it up. I'm curious if it was the same people. I don't remember if it is or not. It doesn't matter. They're nice. It probably wasn't the same people. Maybe it was. They're nice enough. It's just, they're probably not the same people. Right, different people doing the same shit. It's okay to come early if you have a cancellation. You just have to communicate. If you don't get a hold of the customer, don't show up at the door. But there could be people who are like them to show up at the door. Say, not me. But whatever. I didn't get the gift cards last year because of that. That wasn't enough. It was because of getting repeatedly promised I'd have different drivers and everyone messing up and having their, what up their asses and just not getting their act together. That's why I got the gift cards. I was livid that they can't get their act together and have the same, give me different drivers like I'm promised. And then when I talked to the head honcho, he's like, because at first I hadn't talked to him, I talked to his assistant or whatever, and don't worry, you're going to have different drivers. And then when I didn't get different drivers again, luckily they didn't come here for nothing. I got a call from Lewis ahead of time because they knew I was upset and wanted different drivers. Then I talked to the head honcho, I'm like, and he promised me up and down, he's like, don't worry, I swear to you, I have put it in myself, these drivers are not going to go to that store, so there's no way, and then, lo and behold, it was the same drivers. It's the same fucking drivers. And I had met the guy the first time when I danced, I knew who it was. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. The head honcho says he's personally made sure that they're being sent to another store and I won't get them, and I got them again. And because he had promised me, the head honcho, personally, that they would not be, I thought it was impossible for me to get the same drivers. Since the head honcho, the top noggin, that had promised me, and when I was like, I didn't say anything, of course. I'm like, I think these are the same drivers, but I'll have to verify afterwards. And when I verified afterwards that it was the same drivers, I'm like, how is this possible? He promised me they'd be going to a different store. How is this possible? And I said, fuck it, and I just had no driver for over a year. I was pissed. Was pissed. I was pissed. So. My stuff's frozen out on the deck. It blows because we had really bad wind the other day, and the stuff blew on the deck, and then I didn't get to it right away, and it's frozen solid on the deck. So. I'm still all nervous about that whole dryer vent thing too, I just feel like there's no way to know the truth about anything. It's very frustrating. They just ran it for 10 minutes and nothing happened, so. You never run a dryer when you're not home. Anyway. A little scary. It's an electric dryer, so it's not as scary as a gas dryer, but it's still scary. Scary. That's a scary parent. Months. No dryer. Finally, have a dryer again. Come on, Omar, get out of there. Come on, honey. These are Styling Company jeans. $20, $19.99 at Macys. So they're size 14. They're high-rise, curvy fit. I don't know what high, medium, and low rise mean in jeans. Omar, get over here! But they were only $20. And I have the luxury of buying a whole bunch of shit and just returning it. Omar! Not everyone has that luxury, of course. I can. Just don't take the tags off, return them if you like them. I mean, if they don't fit you. I was there and didn't have time to try anything on. So. Nice to have a dryer again. not going to put straight from the deck, these towels. These ones were washed, but they weren't out on the deck yet. So the other ones that are out on the deck, I'm going to rewash. Never would I be keeping my brand new dryer without rewashing them. These were not out on the deck, so... let's start these. I was complaining last night because they were all the same original price, $49. They all had signs. So a couple of them I knew were 50% off, which made them half of $49, so $24.50. And it's just a principle of the thing, but it turned out they had the sign up on ones that were supposed to be the $24.50. It'd be easier if they just had them all be $19.99, you know, literally the same original price. But they don't, of course, they have to make things difficult. Now I'm talking to the manager about them and blah, 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 whatever. But in the end, she's like, yeah, you're right, they're the wrong, we just have the wrong sign up there. First she tried to say, because I went afterwards and 3 out of 7 pairs that I bought, because I didn't have time to try, but I just wanted to try all different ones, were $24.50. One of them wasn't supposed to. One of them was supposed to be, but it had the sign up, so they have to give it to me for $19.99. But first she tried to. I brought up another. I didn't get one out of my bag, of course. I got one off the shelf where the rack, and then I matched it up to my receipt. But I didn't have time because I had to catch the bus, and so I said to the sales lady, that's wrong, whatever. But then I'm talking to the manager, and she goes, and she's not even looking at the rack. She's like, yeah, I rang up the one that you brought up there, and it is $24.50. Sometimes customers put them in the... I said, are you standing in front of the rack? And she was like, no, she was lying, okay? She wasn't standing in front of the rack. She just went there and figured out she could brush me aside and say, oh, customers put stuff on the rack that's not supposed to be in the... And I said, go look at the rack. I looked at all of them. And then she admitted it. She was like, you're right, the sign's up and it's not supposed to be. And I said, well, then I could come in and get my few dollars back and I'll write down your name. And she's like, well, make sure you don't wait too long. Like, I'm not going to wait too long. But in the end, it doesn't matter because they don't fit me. They're 14, ultra skinny, but they don't fit me. So, since they don't fit me, the point's moot. I'll get what the receipt says anyway. I don't need to get them for 20 because they don't fit me. So that's what I told you is... My mom also, she wears these, that's how I tried on hers, but I couldn't find the exact one that she had, but I do know she can fit into 12s and I need the 14. But I bought on Last Act last week or something for like $14, 12 long, there's all different kinds, and those, they fit me too. Because my mom gets hung up on sizes. I just buy whatever fits me. You know, sometimes I might be in a 14 or a 12, and I say, my mom, you're the same thing. And even in the same brand, because it's a different style. I never wash my jeans before wearing. Wash before wearing. The dyes in this garment can rub off, especially when wet. Care should be taken to prevent this garment from coming in contact with light fabrics or upholstery. So this one is bootleg, curvy fit, size 14, low rise. Okay, so that's that one. Again, I don't know what the rises mean in jeans. But that's what I'm wearing. Okay. Now these are black. Now these are going to be blue, and they're going to be identical. They're curvy, bootleg, but in blue. Isn't this exciting? My diehard male fans are like, no, it'd be exciting if you were changing in front of us like you sometimes do. Yeah, you're not in the mood. So now what I was just wearing, I'm going to put them on, but I'm going to put blue ones on. Again, $19.99 each, babe. Regular $50. Can't beat that. These should fit me exactly the same. They were just a different color, that's all. No different, just a different color. I already took the tags off the 12 longs that I bought in the other kind. They were skinny. These fit me a little bit looser. These are the blue. They're identical to the black, but they're fitting a little bit looser, which is fine by me. Right. These are the blue ones. They're identical to the black ones. Supposedly, unless they're not identical, they feel like they're longer. Low rise curvy fit. Why would the blue fit differently than the black? Doesn't exactly make sense, does it? I feel like they're longer too. They're supposed to be identical, just so you know. They definitely fit differently. Bizarre. I wonder if they're mislabeled. Even the bottoms of them are bigger. Might be mislabeled, you know that? Oh yeah, these are tighter. They're different, even though they're supposedly the same. And yet they're different. Isn't that crazy? Same 77, 21, and 2. That's crazy shit, isn't it? Poor RL. How about that? They're both considered curvy bootleg, yet they're different. High-rise style, how's your waist and hips? This is an ankle pant, size 14. Not curvy. See how they fit. If they fit, I don't think they do. Nope, they don't. They don't fit me correctly. Good, so we're returning the ones that are more expensive anyway by a few dollars. But these in two different colors, so they're going back. So the ones that were $24.50 are going back anyway, just because they don't fit me right. They're not curvy fit either, and they just don't fit me right. That, and then we have high-rise tummy control. You have a high-rise tummy control straight leg. See how these are. Okay, these are okay. But I think I'm better off with the curvy fit. The reason I was buying these at all in size 14 is because I wore my mom's. I'm like, oh, I could switch styling company. They're cheap enough. Did INC? Anyway, these are high-rise tummy control straight leg. You definitely see how the curvy fit fits me. These are comfortable, but the curvy fit is more flattering. then these are the 12 longs that I bought the other day on last hour. When I went there thinking they'd have everything on sale this out, and they didn't. These are curvy skinny leg in 12 long. I don't know the rise on them. Again, I bought them because they were last act. I bought my mama pair last act too, but they didn't fit her. These didn't fit her either, I don't think. Or maybe they did fit her. Maybe if she wants more, I can put her instead. These, I don't know what the rise is on them, but these are curvy fit and skinny leg, curvy fit, 12 long. So these are a 12. So, the blue one, very best. There might be ones that are better, but I can only buy so many and grab them while I just search for them, the sizes, and I want to make sure I have a different one. These on again. These are my curvy fit bootleg low rise. And I do not know why the blue ones are a little different, even though they're supposed to be the same. These don't even look. These are different. I don't care. I don't know. Anyway, this is exciting. And blue. feel a little too loose. Isn't that crazy? And they're just going to loosen up, so I guess I won't keep the glue. Jeans loosen up. I don't want these if they're too loose. I guess I'll just keep the black. Probably in these I could have a 12. I could try and even exchange, see if I can get these in a 12. Yeah, they're a little too loose. Jeans are supposed to be a little snug, and then they loosen up. You don't want to have jeans be too loose first. These, I think I can have 12. That was exciting, not. Wasn't that exciting? No. No, it wasn't. It wasn't exciting. I'm excited to have a dryer. Alright, I'm not gonna sit on your leg. Does she? Mama sees the pug. Yeah, those will do. Remember those INC pants in black that I got off at ALICIAC for $20? And they were regular, like expensive. Yeah, but they wrinkle. Jeans don't wrinkle. That's what's great about them. Those pants wrinkle like crazy. That doesn't mean they're not nice, but they wrinkle. I guess I'll rewash this crap because I don't want to put anything that's been outside in my new dryer, you know. Yeah, I just want to stress that. The drivers, they're nice. I'm not saying they're not. I don't know if they're the same ones from last year or not. But I don't remember. But whether or not they are is irrelevant. See, they're nice. I'm not saying they're not nice. I'm saying they need to not just be showing up at people's houses when you don't get confirmation. But I guess other people don't mind you doing that, you know. And if you're going to come, if you want to come early, you need to call the 30 minutes ahead of time, at least, you know. Bottom line is I went through all that shit last year. I got $125 out of it. It wasn't worth it. Oh, you know what I found out when I was researching this on VitaCost? It tells you the flavonols. Apparently, cacao nibs have way more flavonols than cacao powder. Why is that? Find out. friggin' neutral is. It is different than the one we bought a few years ago. Those times, how